Welcome to a new video from the Color Vistas brand. Today, we're diving into an exciting printing technique, how to use DTF transfer film with a sublimation printer. I'll show you how to combine DTF transfer film with sublimation printing to create eye-catching designs on various fabrics. Let's get started. So, what is DTF transfer film? Before we jump into how to use DTF transfer film with your sublimation printer, let's quickly cover what DTF transfer film is. DTF, direct-to-film, is a printing method where a design is printed onto a special transfer film. The design is then transferred onto fabric or other materials using heat. This method allows you to print on a wider range of fabrics, including cotton, polyester, blends, and even dark fabrics. Unlike sublimation, which requires polyester or specially coated items, DTF transfers can be applied to nearly any fabric, making it a versatile option for custom designs. So, can you use a sublimation printer for DTF printing? The short answer is yes. You can use a sublimation printer for DTF printing, but there are a few things to keep in mind. Sublimation printers are designed for dye-based inks that bond with polyester fabrics, but you can modify your process to work with DTF transfer film. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Convert your sublimation printer for DTF printing. To start using DTF transfer film with your sublimation printer, you'll need to make a few adjustments. Switch to DTF inks. Sublimation ink is not compatible with DTF film, so you'll need to replace your sublimation ink with DTF ink. DTF ink is formulated differently and works better with the transfer film and the fabric. How to do it. Flush your sublimation printer to remove any remaining sublimation ink, then fill it with DTF ink. It's important to clean out the old ink thoroughly to avoid any mixing or print quality issues. Use DTF transfer film. Instead of sublimation paper, you'll need to use DTF transfer film. This film is specifically designed to hold the ink and allow for smooth, vibrant transfers onto fabric. How to do it. Load the DTF transfer film into your sublimation printer just as you would load sublimation paper, making sure the printable side is facing the correct way. Step 2. Print your design on the DTF film. Now that your printer is set up with DTF ink and film, it's time to print your design. Here's how to do it. Prepare your design. Just like with sublimation printing, make sure your design is mirrored before printing. This ensures that the final image will appear correctly when transferred onto the fabric. Set your printer settings. Adjust your printer settings for DTF printing. You'll want to select the highest quality print option and ensure you're printing on the correct material, in this case, DTF film. How to do it. In your printer settings, select photo paper or glossy paper for the best quality print. Choose high-quality settings to ensure the ink is applied evenly and vibrantly on the film. Print the design. Once everything is set up, print your design onto the DTF transfer film. Be sure to handle the film carefully to avoid smudging the ink before it dries. Step 3. Apply the adhesive powder. After printing your design onto the DTF film, the next step is to apply an adhesive powder. This powder will help bond the design to the fabric during the heat transfer process. Sprinkle adhesive powder. While the ink is still wet, sprinkle the adhesive powder evenly over the printed design. Make sure the entire design is covered to ensure a good bond with the fabric. How to do it. Gently shake the powder over the design and tap off any excess. You want an even, thin layer of powder covering the ink. Cure the powder. Once the adhesive powder is applied, you'll need to cure it by heating it slightly. This process melts the powder into the ink, forming a solid adhesive layer. How to do it. Use a heat gun or place the film under a heat press for about 2-3 minutes at a low temperature, around 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Be careful not to overheat the film at this stage. Step 4. Transfer the design to fabric. Now it's time to transfer your DTF design onto the fabric using a heat press. Position the film. Place your fabric onto the heat press and position the DTF transfer film on top of the fabric with the design facing down. How to do it. Make sure the film is flat and in the correct position before pressing. You can use heat-resistant tape to hold the film in place if needed. Heat press settings. For DTF transfers, you'll need to set your heat press to a lower temperature than you would for sublimation. How to do it. Set your heat press to around 325 degrees and press for 10 to 15 seconds with medium pressure. Peel the film. After pressing, let the fabric cool for a few seconds before peeling off the transfer film. For DTF transfers, it's best to peel the film cold to ensure the design sticks properly. How to do it. Once the fabric has cooled, gently peel the film away, revealing the vibrant, high-quality design on your fabric. Step 5. Finishing the transfer. To ensure that your DTF transfer is fully bonded to the fabric and will last through washing, it's a good idea to press the fabric again. Second press. After removing the film, cover the design with parchment paper or a Teflon sheet and press it again for 10 to 15 seconds. How to do it. This second press helps the design fully bond to the fabric, ensuring durability and a professional finish. Great. Now let's move on to common mistakes to avoid. When using DTF transfer film with a sublimation printer, here are some common mistakes to avoid. Not using the right inks. Sublimation ink won't work with DTF transfer film, so be sure to use DTF ink for the best results. Skipping the adhesive powder. The adhesive powder is crucial for bonding the design to the fabric. Don't skip this step, or the design won't transfer properly. Incorrect heat press settings. Make sure your heat press is set to the correct temperature and time for DTF transfers. Using too much heat or pressure can ruin the design. Excellent. It's time for final thoughts. Using DTF transfer film with a sublimation printer is a great way to expand your printing options and apply designs to a wider range of fabrics. By following these steps, converting your printer, applying the adhesive powder, and using the correct heat settings, you'll be able to create beautiful, long-lasting designs on all types of fabric. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Check out the links in the description for recommended sublimation products where applicable. And don't forget to visit my website for more guides and resources on sublimation. See the link in the description below. Please consider liking my video and subscribing to my channel. See you in the next video.